Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Write With Me at IELTS Juice. We have task 2 this time from Cambridge Book 19, and the rubric says, more and more people nowadays, a keyword, please pay attention, visit well-known places to take photographs of themselves. More and more people nowadays. More and more means there's a trend. So more people than previous year, more people than previous month, more people than previous season or seasons even. Nowadays, so it's a temporary thing, it's a modern thing, it's related to right now. Visit well-known places. Really, let's think about a couple of good places. Fujisan in Japan is a well-known place. People go there and take pictures of themselves and Fujisan. Next, Angkor Wat, another monumentally beautiful place in Cambodia. Or what about Taj Mahal in Agra, India? A beautiful place where people take pictures of themselves and the monument. I just gave you some examples. I want you to start feeling how this topic wants us to approach the response. Now, moving on, I left the last part here out, so let me read that. It says, take photographs of themselves without looking at the place. Now, here is the important part. It's not important that people go to these places. There are tourists visiting Angkor Wat, Taj Mahal, Fujisan. They are different people, of course, tourists over there taking pictures, or they have somebody take a picture of them. That can vary. That's not the topic. That is not the topic. The topic is they do take pictures, but it's more important for them to show off that they have been to so-and-so place. Because you can see, for example, Taj Mahal in the background. You can see Angkor Wat in the background. And rightfully, for some Japanese citizens, they also raise concern that many people just come take pictures of Fujisan and they are not respecting the landmark. So they don't look at the place, they don't enjoy, they don't get this immersive experience. You might go to the Great Wall of China and you just take a picture and go back to your hotel. You're not gonna go around it, walk around it, feel the soldiers who used to stand on guard on the wall to protect the city, the wealth, the people in China. Well, these are the elements why we have this rubric here. Now let's look at the questions. The first one says, why do you think this is happening? Okay, so we need to say the reason. It doesn't say like there's no plural here, so you can say one reason, two reasons, three reasons. Feel free to do so. And the second one says, is it a positive or negative trend? We all know from our elementary English courses, this is a yes/no question. We need to say a yes/no response. So is it a positive or negative? We need to respond to that. With everything aside, let's now start writing our beautiful essay. So, you know me, first thing is the attention grabber. I would like to use one of my examples. I would like to use the example of Fujisan and just saying the news that recently many Japanese citizens raised concern that tourists coming to the place taking pictures of Fujisan is not that respectful to the honor and the symbol of that beautiful mountain. So that can be a very good topic, because our topic is not about tourism. Our topic is about people showing off, putting too much value on talking about themselves with a little bit of beauty on the background, and wasting their chance to be fully immersive in the experience of going to these places, knowing why people respect Angkor Wat, Taj Mahal, the Great Wall of China, the Fujisan. We sadly do not respect that. Okay, that is the attention grabber. Then I need to say some connecting info. The connecting info is the part that you basically structure your essay in this sentence. This is relatively important here, relatively, because you still need to say your thesis statement. My suggestion is to mention that this is a trend these days. People do nowadays because of a reason. So there's a reason, or maybe there are two reasons that this happens. Either way, this is the sentence you can use, and it is going to kind of prepare the mind to answer the first question. And in your thesis statement, I would like to say how you see this trend. Would you like to look at it from a positive perspective, a positive lens, or a negative lens? I would like to raise this right now. I would like to say if it's a positive trend or a negative trend. Personally, for me, and that's me, I would like to look at it as a negative trend, and I'm going to state that here in my thesis statement, that this is a negative trend. And you basically need to support it. Supporting why you believe it's negative is something we will do in this paragraph. Let's begin. The first paragraph is devoted to the reason. Why do you think this is happening? Say why, please. One reason is enough. You may say, you may come up with some ideas like, well, people, the new generation is more familiar with TikTok and Instagram, and it's more important for them to get likes and more people to follow them or subscribe to their channel. And that's why if they go to visit, for example, the Great Wall of China, the Great Wall of China is not that important. It's not as important as the fact that they have that Wall of China in the background, and now they're gonna get like 100,000 likes from their Chinese, I don't know, subscribers or followers all over the world, because he or she, this individual, has been to the Great Wall of China. So that can be one reason. Modern age, TikTok, the generation of TikTok and Instagram. You might also say another reason is the failure in our education system, because the new generation hates history. They look at all these books, boring stories, stupid activities, people killing each other, going to wars over some small matter. So they believe it's stupid. They believe it's not fair. And because of that, we've failed to teach them the importance of education, learning history, learning from history, and implementing whatever you learned into your lives. The facts do not change. Only the time has changed. So we failed to do so. That could be another reason. You might come up with another reason as well. I want you to be very flexible, because in this organization, in this arrangement, I'm not going to add any more paragraphs. We basically are not going to need any. You need to play with the reasons here. If you want to write more reasons, feel free to do so. I told you what I would say, and even one is enough, but to control your word count and the number of sentences, or you want to show off your range of vocabulary, you want to show off your grammatical range and accuracy, good. This would be a very good area for you to say and come up with some reasons. Then, in the next paragraph, we are going to answer the second question. Topic sentence. Is it a positive or a negative trend? My belief was that it's a negative trend. I'm going to reiterate that, meaning that I'm going to say that again. Now this time you need to support your claim. And you say it's a negative trend, okay? You are basically here free to support your opinion in any shape and form you believe is necessary. If you want to say that the reason is, look at it as why you believe this way, why you believe it's a negative trend, and say the reasons here. If not, lay out details. Say, yeah, I basically believe it's a negative trend, and the trend includes this and that. It's negative. As you can see, one instance. Give us examples of negative trends. For example, young children, for example, a British young woman who used to take pictures of herself and Stonehenge. Well, she sadly took her life because of Instagram and the pressure, and not feeling good, or fell into depression because she didn't feel good about the comments were negative. And we all know social media is damaging, is attacking, is designed to focus on our children's mind, our teenagers' mind, especially girls. So that can be a negative trend. Another trend, we have this generation whose values are different and not necessarily good values. The traditional values are put aside. Make examples. Say that children bring their phones to the dining table. They do not interact with their parents effectively. Even parents, even between husbands and wives, this is a problem. People go to different places. They take pictures. They smile, but it's all fake. Once that picture is taken, they just go their separate ways. They are not present in the moment. They do not experience the history, the richness in culture when they visit a different place, a beautiful landmark. They do not study that. They don't learn about it. They don't help each other become better individuals when they learn something new over there. Those details again are missing. So you can say anything. I'm just trying to give you examples of why it is negative. You can say why, and you can come up with reasons. Again, your choice. This is my decision. And the one reason I made this decision is that I already talked about why, and I came up with reasons, and my vocabulary range is already used up for words like because, as a result of this, and as consequently. I have already used them up a lot here. If I still continue talking about why, I may run out of words and I keep repeating myself, or I might use some words and vocabulary items that I'm not very good at and familiar with, and I may come up with some errors. And that's the reason why, instead of writing again why I believe it's negative, I said let's give some instances, and let's make it towards this particular topic. And I focused on teenagers because we're talking about more and more, and we're talking nowadays. The rubric says people, so I'm allowed to choose children or teenagers or senior citizens or husbands and wives. I'm allowed to address all these different target groups. And finally, in the conclusion, as always, we need to paraphrase our thesis statement. Now, the thesis statement is going to be that this is a negative trend, and these days people make these problems based on reasons A and B, or A and B and C, and you put them over here. You just bring labels here. Because of this one, and this one. You make a list of the reasons. So in my case, for example, it's a negative trend, and the reasons for this generation or in this modern age can be, or some of the main reasons can be the TikTok generation who value likes more, and a failure in our education system. Those would be my responses for this one, and any other reasons that you can come up with. In the end, I'm going to say a prediction, suggestion. If you would like to make this 2 sentences, one about this paragraph and one about this paragraph, fine, then you don't need this. It would be optional. But again, this is very good. It's an indication that in 40 minutes and with limited time and ability, no access to references, no access to internet, no access to reference books, we managed to write whatever we had in our brains on a piece of paper for IELTS to test. So of course there is a lot more to discuss, but there is not enough room, there is not enough time, and it's out of the framework of the test. So you just write a sentence saying that if this trend continues, sadly, the fabric of our families and the structure of our societies are in danger. And everybody can understand when teenagers bring their phones to the table, well, something is not quite right. When couples go on a trip together, but they barely talk, and there are fake smiles with a background, and only the background is beautiful, or these monuments are background, but these people are not present in the moment, they are not learning anything. Everybody can understand that the fabric of our families and societies might be in danger. That can be one sentence. These are all my personal opinions. I'm just giving you some ideas how you can approach it. You don't have to follow my approach, but I'm sure this layout will help you get to your ideal response. And if you wish to see a sample that we do on this, please click over here. If you wish to see other videos like this with a little apple that we analyze, plan for letters, essays, and reports, click over here. And remember, the little apple says, eat healthy.